Welcome everyone. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Synchro Shakti. Today I have with me yet another special guest from our academy, Synchro Shakti Academy. Today I want to introduce you to Kirandeep, who has been a student of several of our courses. And today she's here to share a financial success story with you guys, which I'm sure is going to inspire all of us. So welcome, Kirandeep.
Hello, hi Kartika. Hello everyone. So my name is Kirandeep Kaur. I am from Chandigarh, Punjab, and I was actually working abroad for quite some time, since I was 21, and I used to connect with the divine before, I feel unconsciously manifest a lot of things in my life, like my job, for example. That was my dream job, and I used to visualize this job when I was a child, studying in school, and then I got that job. But I never knew how it was happening. I thought it's just like my luck. And then I manifested my husband. And later, everything was happening very nicely in my life. So as time passed, I forgot. I almost forgot what is my essence, who I am, why I am on this world. So I always used to have these questions in my mind, and that's how I started searching for my higher purpose. What is my higher purpose? Is this just like going to the job, or leading a daily life? Is it just my sole purpose? So I used to always ask these questions to myself, and then I used to search online, and that's how my quest for this knowledge, it started. Yeah. And at that point, there were a lot of things happening as well, because I never knew how to meditate. I was into yoga. But I never used to meditate. I never understood how to sit in quietness, how I can manage my thoughts, because I used to always feel a lot of anxiety, stress, thinking about the future. Although I was having everything, but I used to be always anxious. Thoughts always used to run in my mind, that what will happen if I don't have this job, what will happen so so along with a lot of abundance, I used to attract a lot of anxiety and stress as well, which was affecting my life. Yeah. So then I came to one day I came to see your video at that time, around I think 4 or 5 years back. So you were talking, so I liked your energy. Then I started watching your old videos from your channel, and then I just randomly used to see your videos. And around that time, what was happening was with me was because of the stress of the job. First of all, because I had a traveling job, so I was traveling a lot. I'm a air hostess, so I used to travel more than 80 countries I have seen, but it was taking toll on my health because of the sleeping patterns, and it was affecting my relationships as well. I had a lovely son, but I always used to feel that I don't have enough time to spend with my child, with my partner. So I used to feel very overwhelmed. Yeah. And I used to feel that money was coming in my life because of my job. I had a good job, but it was never staying. So whatever I was putting money, it was if I would put in an investment or in some some scheme or something, the money will just go. So I was thinking, what is happening? Why money is not staying with me? So then one day, you were doing a webinar or something. So I went into that. It was a free webinar. I went into that, and then it was, I think you were promoting at that time LIF.
LIF.
So I joined. Yes. So I joined. I just joined LIF. It was my first big investment in personal development at that time, and I did not knew what I will learn, but I just joined because I felt that you were very genuine, and I saw your transformation, Kartika. I saw your before videos. Yeah. So I used to see that how your energy is changing. At that time, around 4 years back, you were, I think, traveling to Croatia before that, right? So I saw that how you are transforming, like, how you have changed your life. So I was like, this girl knows something, so I can learn from her. So then I joined LIF, and during LIF, I really went deep into it. I really did it, like, week by week, and I did not knew like how the changes were happening, but the healing was happening. Like, I was transforming. I was becoming happier person. My health was improving. I started taking interest in myself again. I started, like, taking care of myself. Even though from outside world, like, to the outside world, I always used to look very presentable, like very fit, but inside me, it was like, it was not well. I knew that my thoughts were, like, almost going against me. So then after LIF, I felt huge change. Instead of thinking that what that person can give me, what my husband can give me, what my mother can give me, I started, like, loving myself. I started healing myself. And instead of asking, I became like that giving nature person. And when I started healing, I saw that I was attracting things automatically. Like, I did not have to do any manifestations. I never did these. Yeah.
So you never had to
So
like
the first
write,
thing,
and you never had to do a lot of effort to create something. It's just when the stress and the anxiety was not there, you were just a natural channel to receive a lot of awesome things from the universe because you're clear.
yeah, okay. Initially, when I started, like, Healy Fest, before Healy Fest, there was a phase when I wanted to attract lots of money. And I used to, initially, I wrote few things like, I have this much amount of money, but then I felt that amount was so big, right? Then after Healy Fest, I stopped doing all those techniques and everything. Then I just used to see my life, like, the way I used to manifest before. Like, I used to see myself in that car, in that luxury car, in that beautiful house, with that loving family. And then automatically those things started coming. Like, my husband became more caring, more loving. My child, my parents, everything became, like, started, like, getting better and better. And then I realized, like, I'm doing something right. So from LIF, actually, I healed a lot, Kartika. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm still in LIF. I finished LIF, and then I attracted, yeah, at that time after LIF, I attracted, before Corona, like before COVID, I attracted this Range Rover car. Even though I never wrote about it, like, but it was my dream car. I always knew that, I want that car. And one fine day, I came home, and my husband brought that car. So yeah, so it happened after LIF, because, my energy started cleaning. And after that, I enrolled for Healy Fest. And during that time, COVID also happened. I I also attracted that, I want to stay at home. So almost like 2 years I stayed at home with salary.
Yeah.
So I attracted that. I feel like, and with salary, it's not like without salary. I was getting salary as well. And I was investing in myself. I invested at that time, I invested in Healy Fest. And then I started doing healing, like, through Healy Fest as well. And then, of course, during that period, I learned Reiki as well. So it also helped me a lot, because healing, I never knew what is healing. So I think from LIF was also healing part, like for me, like, that's what I consider, because it changed me drastically. So I think LIF introduced me to healing, and then I continued my journey through Healy Fest. And after finishing Healy Fest, like, during Healy Fest, actually, I realized that, I want to be a life coach, because I was manifesting so many positive things, like, financial blessings in my life. One huge financial blessing was after Healy Fest, Kartika, that I was able to clear my 50 lakh rupees loan. But it was it was huge amount according to me at that time. But now it's not huge. Like, now everything is quite small. But just after Healy Fest, like, money started flowing to me, like, from different sources. I started my coaching as well. I was helping people as well, my business. And after LIF, I started my Kartika. I had another passion for, like, designing clothes, designer clothes, and everything. So I opened my boutique in Mohali, in Punjab, and my saloon. So I attracted that business as well, and I gave the affirmation that that business is running on autopilot. I don't have to stress about it like anything. It's running automatically, you know. So
Mm.
that I manifested.
Right.
So my loan was cleared, like, you know, and I never wrote that I'm clearing my loan. No,
Yeah.
like, you know,
This has
I
happened
was
as a
just,
result of being clean. That's it. Energetically at peace.
yeah,
Powerful. So what all,
yes,
so you recently told, so what all are the financial, I know that your relationship has improved because everything is a result of you. As you get clearer and emptier, you everything else in your life also starts mirroring that piece, right? Uh, but let's look at finances specifically here. What all have been the, so you said, spoke about the Range Rover, you spoke about clearing 50 lakhs, spoke about your boutique having, running on its own, spoke about having paid, vacation, technically COVID, having a salary and also being at home. You spoke about also doing life coaching and having, clients come in there. Recently, you came to 18 something lakhs of money as well. So walk us through your financial manifestations.
yes. Yeah, so this, yeah, 50 lakh of loan was cleared, Range Rover. My business, like, you know, it was a huge setup. Like, you know, I bought the land, I bought the, like, you know, I set, everything was set up. Like, you know, it was more than 1 CR investment, which I did in that. And 18 lakh rupees, yes, recently I manifested, you know, it came from one of my investments, which I almost forgot.
Mm.
Like, you know, it was in like, you know, some cryptocurrency. Like, you know, I had invested. I almost forgot because I thought it has gone down, and I just left it, like, you know.
Yeah,
And
you
suddenly
put
one
it
day I
long
checked, and
term.
it was
Yeah.
it was that amount, you know.
Yeah.
So I just got that money. I got a huge bonus,
Mm.
like, you know, huge bonus, which was unexpected. I got a salary hike, even though I want to, like, you know, leave my job
No, but
right
you're
now.
still
I'm
getting
hoping,
money from, yeah.
yeah, they keep giving me more money.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, my actually my one of my affirmation right now is I'm leaving this beautiful job on a very, like, positive, friendly note. You know, that is my affirmation now, because I want to give my 100% to this coaching work, because it is also, like, you know, it is replacing my salary now, you
Right.
know, whatever. And my salary is quite good, you know, because I'm living in Dubai,
Mm.
uh, everything, like, you know, so it is quite good amount. So my life coaching, because, you know, of this energy healing and everything, it is almost replacing my salary now, right now.
Right. Right.
So I just want to, yeah, I'm just going, like, full fledged into life coaching. And one more financial blessing was, Kartika, that around 13 years back, 13 or 14 years back, I invested in a property in Punjab, in an apartment, two-bedroom apartment. And I like we like me and one of my aunt, so it was half and half. So we put like almost 30 lakh rupees in that, and that property was never handed over.
Mm.
The structure was, like, you know, standing. So after Healy Fest, you know, that property, I got the handover of that property,
Right.
you know? Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah, it was like, so now that property is worth 50 lakhs. So
Mm.
we got that property. So
Fantastic.
after, like, you know, 13 years, it was like huge thing for
Yes.
me.
And that was stuck for
Yeah.
13 years, and then that flowed after your energies were cleansed. So if you were
Yes.
to, sorry to cut you off, if you were to give advice to somebody who is looking at having some financial results coming in their life, what would be your advice to them?
My advice will be to go inside and do the healing work, you know,
So if
because
they
healing
ask
has
you
the
what
power.
what am I supposed to heal? So when you say go inside and do the healing, your first question they
Yeah.
will ask is what am I supposed to heal? What are they supposed to heal?
Heal all the past traumas, the pains which we are carrying, you know, the anger, the frustration, everything, you know, which we are carrying in ourselves, you know, the
Mm.
jealousy or the feeling of lack. We need,
Mm.
if we heal that, automatically we are actually, like, you know, magnets. So if we remove, like, if we heal those pains, everything, we will start attracting whatever we want in our life.
Yeah.
Financial blessing is just one part. I
One
feel
part.
like relationships, health, everything. We will automatically attract. We will not even have to ask for things.
Yeah.
Because our
Life becomes.
frequencies will match so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get everything.
Okay, so next question
Yeah.
is, how do you heal? How do you heal that anger? How do you heal that unforgiveness or that jealousy? How do you, what would you tell them that you have done to heal all of that stuff?
So for me personally, I love doing forgiveness, Ho'oponopono. I really resonate with that.
Mm.
And the way you tell Ho'oponopono in your YouTube videos, I used to do that, and till now as well. Whenever I feel my emotions or my feelings are going up and down, I just sit. I just sit and do Ho'oponopono. And other thing is PBM, pain body
Yeah.
meditation, pain
Yeah.
body healing. I do that. I observe, yeah,
So
whatever, yeah, what was told in LIF, I do that. I just sit in silence and watch
your
those
emotions.
thoughts.
Okay, so
Yes.
so the person who's watching will, what they take back is to sit with their emotions when they feel it all coming up, instead of projecting it outwardly and blaming somebody or reacting externally, to completely go within and observe those emotions and keep emptying out, breathing them out until you're empty, or ho'oponopono on those emotions until they are completely cleaned. And then when you're a clean channel, when you're empty, you are like that bucket that the universe will fill up with a lot of wonderful experiences in all areas of your life. That is the essence of your message. Did I get that right?
Yes, absolutely correct. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. So, what would be your final parting message to everybody? If there's anything else that you feel you must share with everyone.
Okay. My final message would be to like to follow your channel first, Synchro Shakti.
Right.
To watch all the videos seriously, because they are like you have provided so much of value in your YouTube channels, that it is invaluable, seriously, I have watched, maybe I think up to maybe more than 6 months your YouTube videos, and then I decided to go for LIF, but I got huge value, immense value from your YouTube channels, so I would say that, watch those videos. And then of course I would say LIF, if they can join, because otherwise, if we say to people sit in silence, a lot of people, they won't be able to sit, I'm one of those people, before even 10 minutes I would never sit. Now I can sit like 3 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah.
I can sit like that. When I started LIF, I used to sit, and I sometimes, tears used to come, and I used to feel so light after doing those, silence meditations, just watching my thoughts. So LIF, I feel like, it was life changing for me.
Mm.
So I would say, do LIF, and then, yes, watch the videos. It is of
Fantastic.
great help. Yes.
So thank you, Kirandeep, for sharing that. I think that philosophy I completely agree with. Although I still do teach, even in Healy Fest, even now in AA, what you're learning in Abundance Accelerator, we do a lot of written exercises. You're doing statement of increase, and we're doing all the arigato money stuff. But I completely, and that is to build new momentum while you're in the journey of healing. A lot of people just run away from the healing part, like that's something they're just too scared to look at too. And the more you clean, the more stuff comes up for you to clean, so it's like a journey. But when you keep cleaning, it's like a room, a dusty room that you've not dusted in a long time, and you dust it and you dust it, and then you open the closet, and then there's this dust there, and then you look behind the cupboard and there's dust there, and then you look under the carpet and there's dust there, and you're like, oh my god, the more I'm cleaning, the more is coming up. But eventually you keep dusting, that room becomes clean, the whole room becomes clean. That is how healing works. So it feels a bit overwhelming in the beginning, but when you're committed and you say, I will go to the edge of the world to not suffer, to not create more suffering, and to not suffer my past, if you make that commitment and you clean up your kingdom from inside, because you are the king of your kingdom, if you clean your kingdom every day, and just every day, it's like this commitment to empty out. When you're empty, you're literally the like I said, the container for the universe to fill up with universal magic. I agree with that philosophy because I taught that philosophy, but I agree with that philosophy completely because
Yes.
that is how I've experienced nothing comes without your intention. I agree with that. But that intention is so subtle, like that intention of wanting happy life and wanting that Range Rover or wanting whatever abundance, it came in its own beautiful ways without you having to make effort in that direction. And this is what we're talking about, effortlessness, creation that happens magically, suddenly, out of nowhere, overnight. Oh, something did this or something happened here. A lot of magic can happen when you are an empty, um, you're empty instead of being full of judgment,
Yes.
resistance, complaining, condemning, criticizing, identification with the victim, the past, and your whole house is so full of stuff. Empty that house so new furniture can come. That is the
Yes.
message today. And I think I will put in the description a link to my uh, mindfulness playlist, which is a basic playlist, but it's a good place to start. And my Ho'oponopono playlist so people can start emptying out. Oh,
So
fantastic.
for me, Kartika, I just wanted to add, like, healing, like for me now, it's like brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Like, like, yes, it's like that. I brush my teeth twice, morning and night. I do healing twice every day. Like, whether I am on the aircraft, whether I am in some holiday location or somewhere, like, the time durations might vary, but it's like that. The moment I do
Let
healing,
me,
even if I can sit for 10 minutes,
yeah.
it's like I'm in a different world. Like, I'm changed. My aura, my energies is changed. So it's like it's a daily activity for me now. Like, it's not like one time, like, no, okay, I have taken shower today. Now 2 months I will not shower. No, it's not like that. I
Correct.
do. Yeah, it's like
Because
brushing. Yeah.
because
Yes.
if you don't shower for 2 months, dirt is going to accumulate on your body.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with healing is when you don't clear out the pain that you took from today. Let's say you had a fight yesterday or you had conflict yesterday or something happened and there's pain. And then imagine that pain plus all the pain from your childhood that is all being carried over. What ends up happening is that there's so much dirt and dust inside, and you don't take, obviously when you're cleaning so much dust in the beginning it's like intense, but if you don't clean it, it accumulates. And then what happens when it accumulates, you will have a series of beautiful, terrible manifestations that will happen, starting with your physical body and your physical health. And then it goes into manifestation blocks, it goes into manifesting negative things, and it goes into conflict. It goes into feeling like a victim to this universe. So clean up. That is, I think, the great message of today. So really well said.
Absolutely. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I will include your information. I will also include the playlist so people can get started on their healing journey. And it's really a beautiful message because a lot of people are only running around with techniques of money, but never looking closer within themselves. And now when you're doing AA, Abundance Accelerator, you know how much shift work is involved in shifting your self concept and shifting the way you see human beings and the way you see the universe and how you see money, and how much healing is done under each of these areas. But ultimately it is just about, and obviously the surrender is a beautiful part of
Yeah.
receiving. So ultimately it's
Yeah.
about
I just
giving.
want to,
Yeah.
yeah. With this abundance accelerator, Kartika, this is like a miracle. Like, every day, like, I had with this, like, this exercise which we do for seeing our SMSs on the phone,
Arigato.
and
Yeah, yeah.
yes, arigato money, like, it's beautiful. Like, every day, it's magic is happening. Like,
Everyday
yesterday, I
money
just,
comes. Everyday money comes
yeah,
because you're appreciating the money that's come since all these
yeah,
years.
it's like, it's so beautiful. Like, yesterday, I just received 1 lakh rupees unexpectedly. Like, uh, and now one more thing, I'm watching in myself, like, I don't hold the anger against anyone. Like, if someone even do something, like, which was not according to me, I just forgive them. Like, it is so easy to
That's
now
right.
let go that anger away. Like, it just takes few minutes. Like, it is beautiful. Yeah,
Let
it's
me
like
just,
such a big relief.
let me just say on behalf of myself and Synchro Shakti family academy team, I'm so proud of you. You've really, really touched the sweet spot of what I was going for when I was teaching these courses. I've been telling this to people for years. You've really, really internalized it. And when you tell me that, like, now it naturally comes to me to not shoot the messenger, hear the message, go within and empty out the anger, empty out that feeling. You made me so proud. So thank you. And I'm so glad you're paying it forward and teaching this to your audience and the people who resonate with you. So I feel like I've done my mission. Like, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much, Kartika. You really you are one of those angels. I know a lot of your students, they call you angel, but you are the true angel. Seriously, like the amount of value, the amount of knowledge, and the amount of healing you give through your courses, through your videos, is like incredible. Seriously, I feel like you are like my soul sister. Even though it's my first time talking to you face to face, first time, but I really like feel that that connection with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm very, very, I mean, this is what I see when think of why I'm coaching. With that last line you just said, that made me so appreciative. That is what I always, that is my intention, is somebody gets to that point where they no longer shoot the world outside, but go within and empty themselves out. That is what makes me the proudest. It's not, okay, everyday money is coming and I got the range. All that's great. Those are sprinkles on the cake. But that last bit that you shared is the actual cake. That's what life is about, is finding absolute peace in the storm, whatever the storm is outside. And when that peace is found within the storm leaves. It's like situations change, people change, your family changes, things change, but you don't heal to change things, you heal just for healing itself. Everything else is inconsequential. When you taste that freedom inside, that openness inside, that expansion, you don't care so much about everyone changing, everyone outside being different, because you know how to find peace within yourself either way. So a very powerful statement you made. So I think that's a great place for us to end it. Thank you, Kirandeep, for sharing your story. And guys, I hope that this interview and this discussion was of help to you guys as well. We'll put all the links in the description. And if you want to contact us, we have our contact information as well in the description, and hers as well. So thank you, Kirandeep.
Thank you so much, Kartika.
Most welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Do comment below in the comment section what you thought and how it inspired you, how it touched you, because every interview has touched somebody in a profound way. And if it has touched you, please let us know. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you again, Kirandeep, for coming. And I will see you all in the next video. See you. Bye.